What's up, Nick? Alright. Let's just jump right into it. We're getting a run today. I've been on this category for too long. It's time to get a run. Yeah, what up, Christian? Hope your holidays are going well. You've been busy? Yeah, no worries. December's a busy month for a lot of people. My stream's been kind of boring recently anyway. This category kind of sucks. I want to get a run with it so I can move on. Once it gets going, it's kind of fun, but at the very beginning, it's not very good. I'm getting better though. I think today's the day we're gonna get a good one.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht.
Digital.
Gut.
Do my
Blicken Sie
best.
jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf
Oh,
das
so
obere
digital. I
Licht.
had a thought. I don't know if it'll work or
Jetzt noch mal
not,
auf das untere.
but have you tried getting something like a plasma grenade or a rocket stuck in somebody's like offset? It might not work, but it would be pretty cool if you could like freeze a plasma. I think a rocket won't work because it has constant propulsion, so it's always moving, so it'll break the hitbox. But a plasma grenade might work because it doesn't have like constant propulsion. I don't know though.
Bingo. Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
The projectiles might be coded differently. I actually have no clue.
Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten
Do we
Sie
have
sich
game
zurück.
sound? We do, right?
Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand. Los jetzt, Chief. Die warten auf der Brücke auf uns.
Alright, so if anyone's curious what I'm doing right now, I have to wait 5
Wir sind
minutes.
spät dran.
So Johnson says a bunch of dialogue right now. Once he says please, the skull will spawn and I can continue the speed run. I need the skull to spawn because that's the category I'm choosing to run right now. I'm collecting all of the skulls in the same run. So what happens is each time you pick up a skull, it activates its effect immediately, and so the game's gonna progressively get harder. I'm already playing on Legendary because the skulls will only spawn on Legendary. So it's a kind of interesting category. It starts out as like normal Legendary and then quickly turns into all skulls on by the end.
Ich will die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief.
My goal is to get a solid enough run that I'm happy to put it on YouTube. I've been running this category for a little more than a week now, and each run I've done kind of has too big of a time loss. I like, if I like get stuck at a section for like 10 minutes, it's not something I really want to put on YouTube as like a video, you know? I don't mind streaming and like showing the grind to get there, but for a standalone video, I don't want any one section where I'm stuck for 10 minutes. It's just too embarrassing, so I'll get a run. Just gotta, I want no big major stuck points. Like, a few deaths here and there are expected because this category is really hard, but overall I want to minimize the long deaths, the long stucks.
Gut, erklären Sie laut, warum wir zu spät kommen.
That was cool. You know, I was walking around on Outskirts yesterday on Master Chief Collection, and I noticed that the posters are way higher definition. I noticed an Easter egg in one of the posters that I haven't seen documented on the internet before. I'm sure it has been, but I can't find it. I should make a video about it.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug.
My New Year's resolution that I want to start even before New Year's is I want to start making more high quality YouTube videos. I want to make like a lot of times I just upload a glitch without an explanation, but I want to start making like more like actual like quality videos with like subtitles and explanations and graphics, like more professional stuff. I think I have a lot of stuff in the, like, I basically have a Word document of just like 100 video ideas.
Soll ich vielleicht bitte
Also,
sagen?
Johnson, wollen Sie mir
Said his
nicht
line.
erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Girls. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Alright, let's not forget the skull here.
Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
The whole reason we waited 5 minutes was to get this skull. And I've done that waiting 5 minutes and then forgot to pick up the skull.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
So this skull, it doesn't have a name when it shows up, but its effect is that it makes enemies always aware of you when you're trying to sneak up on them. It's like they can hear you better. In the files, it's called cowbell, but there's a glitch that makes it not display its text. I know some of the later Halo fans will tell you, no, that's not what cowbell does, but it is, in this game.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
next year's gonna be insane. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto comes out next year, right? Assuming that game actually comes out, that'll... A lot of people are gonna like have to time their releases around that game. I feel like that's gonna be the biggest game of the year. Come on. Imagine being like a smaller game company working really hard on a game for a couple years and it just accidentally lines up with the release date of like the new Grand Theft Auto. Feels bad. Alright, that's not too slow. I'm not gonna restart to that. And you might say, well, yeah, the company should just move their release date, and they will, but the problem is that Grand Theft Auto also moves its release date because it gets delayed, and like eventually when a game developer says, hey, we're releasing on this day, they kind of need to release on that day. It's like they can't just delay it forever if Grand Theft Auto delays forever. So like there's like a game of like who's gonna delay and how do you actually release on time. Movies do that too, like for box office to try to get the best movie sales. They try to compete for weekends and tell other people to open on other weekends. Will I play GTA 6? No. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know 6 was the number that they were up to. That's why I was only calling it GTA. The sword guy is right behind me, dude. Uh-oh. Brothers, that's just not fair. I got the checkpoint right. Okay, I waited on the checkpoint. I don't have plasma grenades. There's like no plasma grenades in here. Oh, there's some. I needed these. That's what I wanted. Still not reset. Wait for shields. Checkpoint. Alright, another skull active. That skull is the Thunderstorm skull. It gives enemies upgrades to their highest rank. So now, these grunts and these elites will all be ultra elites. So already enemies are hyper aware of my position and they're the maximum rank. So the game's already much harder than regular legendary already. Oh, come on. I should have waited on the checkpoint here. I'm gonna regret. Okay, I got it.
Jetzt wird's laut.
Hey, kann das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt?
Malta, wie ist Ihr Status?
Die Träger brechen durch, nicht. Die ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Okay. Couple small deaths, but not too bad. Get a good ending here and the run will be fine.
Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta
ride of Cairo. Not too bad. I'm willing to accept a lot of time loss at the start because of this skull right here. The next, actually not the next one, but there's 2 skulls on this level. One of the skulls on this level is just literally random. So first I picked this one up, and this one's gonna remove all my HUD. It's the blind skull. So now, no radar, no weapons, no grenade count. And now I'm still carrying the blind skull, and I'm gonna bring it to the location of the next skull. Which may seem weird, but it has a purpose. So on this level, the next skull is 1 in 7 to spawn. Once I hit that trigger, the game rolls a 1 in 7 check and says whether or not it's going to give me the skull. If it does give me the skull, it will spawn right here. Never lucky. But fortunately we can try again. But yeah, so because it's just literally random, I'm not gonna reset to like every mistake. We'll just get a good run. Hopefully it doesn't take too many tries. If it takes more than like 7 tries, I might reset, but we'll see. I feel like at that point we can officially say we're unlucky and do a little bit of restarting. 2. Come on, let's get less than 3 or 4 here. Come on, let's go fast.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Three.
Sergeant, ich
No,
brauche
I
Sie
didn't
auf
want to
dem
get that checkpoint. Unless the skull spawns right now,
Meine
then that's
Pelicans bringen
bad.
Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
No. Okay, we'll have to double revert now.
Ma'am?
Meine
Ma'am? 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 Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans.
Okay, we try again. So I wanted to double revert there because once that checkpoint happens, the random that I get is guaranteed, it's locked in, and I need to re-roll a new random number every time so that maybe the skull will spawn. Looks like we might be resetting though. Alright, 1 or 2 more tries. That was, what, try number 4, but with a double revert.
Sergeant, ich
Sorry,
brauche
that's
Sie
my
auf dem
phone.
Vogel.
It's my sister, I'm gonna answer. Sorry, my sister called. I don't talk to her very often. I needed to answer the phone. I have returned. She sent me a picture of her son. Our family isn't really religious at all, but he's dressed up in a My First Hanukkah, like, bib and onesie. And I was like, why is he dressed up in that? We're not Jewish. And she was like, yeah, but I got him inherited from, like, hand-me-downs. Somebody, like, gave me a bunch of used clothes, so now I felt like I had to dress him up. So, she sent me a picture of her baby in My First Hanukkah onesie. Very, very funny. Different religion every year, yep. I told her she needs to gift it to a new mom now so that there can just be random babies wearing this for their first Hanukkah every year. So I'm officially an Unk, I guess.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie?
Alright, let's not forget the skull here.
Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand. Los jetzt, Chief, die warten auf der Brücke auf uns. Ab in den Lift, Chief. Wir sind spät dran. Ich will die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief.
What's the setup for? To waste time. I have to wait 5 minutes for the skull to spawn. If I push Master Guns to this point right here, when the door closes, he'll get sucked inside the door and get banished to the Shadow Realm.
Gut, erklären Sie laut, warum wir zu spät kommen.
Why did they make them random or waiting? Because, I mean, they're mechanics that are easy to program. The skulls aren't supposed to be something you speedrun, or like, they're supposed to be mysterious hidden objects. Making them spawn only occasionally is something like classic game devs do for rare items. That's how you make something rare. And then like the trick of standing still and waiting for like a door to open is a classic video game trick as well. Tons of games use it. Just some good old classic game design.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug.
It's really funny how you can see concepts of game design evolve within games themselves. Like Super Mario Maker, for example, is a game where you make games. And so like there are troll levels where the whole goal is to trick the player into like doing the wrong thing. And one of the earliest trolls people do is they make it where the only way to beat the game is to wait in one spot. You wait like 5 minutes and then it key spawns and then you can beat the level. And that's just like, that's like level 1 like basic troll, like how to hide something. You can get way more complicated than that obviously and make a whole bunch of different steps and chains and wait here, do this, flip this switch. But just the simple timer is the classic.
Soll ich vielleicht bitte sagen?
Also, John,
Yeah, I don't know anyone else that has ran this category.
Wie sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune.
He's dead,
Vielleicht
Jim.
hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
Oh, I went to answer a text from my sister and I forgot the frickin' skull. Oh, this is what I get for responding to family. Ugh, why do I do this? I just answered your phone call. I don't need to respond to your text. Oh no. Fuck. I got distracted answering a text. And I just wasted 7.5 minutes of my time. Frick, man.
Slayer.
blame Ja. That guy's bad news. That's right. I'm gonna super bounce around for a minute and then I will do another run. Sorry, I really hate having to reset armory. I don't mean to do it. It's like the 7th time I've done it. But I've had phone call distractions and stuff today to blame at least. Before it was completely my fault. Now I can at least blame something else. Who doesn't love some good old super bouncing? The mechanics behind super bouncing. We don't understand them completely, but the gist of it is you screw up your hitbox in some way by crouching under a thing, and then that stores a property on your character that allows you to fall partially inside the ground. And when you fall inside the ground, the game doesn't like that, so it forces you out. But basically the whole world is divided up into triangles called polygons. And you can see them on like some textures. It's really obvious, like there's a straight line here where you can see like very clearly the corner of this meets the corner of that. Like that's just a... So like this whole line is very likely a place where you can super bounce, because this is a line where you can fall partially inside the map. And these exist all over the world because the whole world is divided in. There aren't smooth shapes in any game, really. It's all triangles. So you can see the vertex of this triangle right here. So that would be a pretty good super bounce spot. You can see it curves around and hits another one here. And so this is a fake curve. It's like just triangles. So in general, landing between triangles is what's going to cause you to bounce upwards. And yeah, as Everything Digital's saying, if you do them like incorrectly, rather than being sent out of the map, you can fall into the map and die. Like just you can fall straight through the ground, through the void, and then you die. I'm pretty good at super bouncing. Most people aren't quite this good, where they can hit like this many in a row. If you remember doing it back in the day, it was a lot more of like a slow, involved process. Usually involved with like very like specific setups. But I've done them so many times that I'm a lot more just fluid and fast. But the way people would do them before was like, they would think that you had to crouch at a specific spot, so they would choose a spot like maybe over here, and they'd say, crouch under this light pole, and then run all the way over here. And so, like, they would think that all of this was necessary. Every time they failed, they would redo this. And then they would come over here, and there's a line on the ground right here. You can mark the line. And so, then, because I already screwed it up, I would run all the way back to the light pole. I'm not going to do that because it's too slow. And then you would do it all over again. And then you jump when you hit the line, and then you let go when you land. And so, like, a lot of them have, like, specific kind of lineups and, like, buttons that you press when you land. You have to either, like, the direction that you're pressing on the joystick makes a pretty big difference, whether or not you're, like, holding forward or, like, losing your momentum. But the truth is, like, where you crouch doesn't matter at all. And, like, the way you move doesn't matter. As long as you land on the right spot with the right speed and angle, nothing else matters. You just, the way that you can keep super bouncing over and over again, you can't crouch and you can't stop moving. So as long as I don't stop moving, I can just keep doing super bounces without having to go crouch at the light pole again. But as soon as I stop moving, then you lose that ability and you have to go crouch again. So you'll notice sometimes, like, I'll be, like, standing still, but I'm doing, like, a little circle. So this would keep my ability to super bounce if I just, like, do a little circle. Why is this the map that you've seen with super bouncing? Because it is big, and it has a lot of open space, and a lot of cool buildings to land on. Most levels in the game have a ceiling, so when you super bounce, you're just gonna bounce off of the roof. But, like, I just went really high. Most levels aren't even, like, half as tall as this. And there's, like, a wide variety of spots to go. But you can bounce on every map, even the closed-off maps. So, like, this map is very small and closed off, but there are a couple of bounces you can do. Most of them are, like, completely useless, but there is one where you can... I guess... let's do this one first. You can get a crouch right here. And then if you were playing a flag game type or you just wanted to get top mid, there is a super bounce right here. It's not so easy to land top mid after you hit it, but you can go back and forth on the bases with it. Where do you land for this one? Is it right here? There's a popular bounce from up here somewhere. Where was it? Here maybe? It's something like that. I don't know. But the super bounces exist on every map, all over this place. Like, the whole world is divided into triangles called polygons, like I was saying, and every single polygon is potentially a super bounce spot. You just either need enough speed or the correct angle when you hit it. So you can actually, like, super bounce on, like, unironically, literally, every single texture in the game, with, like, very, very few exceptions. It's just about getting the right speed and angle. Oh no, my chair handrail's falling apart. A piece of the foam just broke off. Feels bad, man. You probably need to get a new chair, but chairs are so expensive. I've had this chair since I moved. So this chair's like 10 years old now. 10.5 years. Probably time to switch chairs.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen.
If you're gonna remind me, you need to remind me later than right now. The reminder does nothing.
Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab.
What's up, Bran? Congrats on your bowl
um ein
win.
Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper.
Sorry, you're here on my phone. An ad.
Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir.
You won 500 bucks in a tournament? That's pretty cool.
Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson.
So you're a professional bowler now? Pretty sure that's what that means.
Gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand. Los jetzt, Chief. Die warten auf der Brücke auf uns.
Are you gonna spend it all on pencils and erasers? Is that what the kids are spending their money on nowadays still?
Chief, wir sind spät dran.
I remember when I was in elementary school, the thing that kids spent their pocket change on was the pencil machine. There was a cool pencil machine and a regular pencil machine. The cool pencil machine, I think, cost 50 cents, and the regular one was 25 cents. And you just got a regular pencil in the regular one, obviously. But the cool pencil machine, sometimes you'd get like a pencil that would have mood ring texture on it. So like if you held it in your hand, it would go from like red to blue and change color based on heat. That was a fan favorite. You had an all shiny like silver one. They were like that was the machine.
Ich will die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief.
Do I remember book fairs? Yeah, the Scholastic Book Fair. They set it up in the library. They'd let us walk through. I remember I actually would write down cheat codes for one of the games that I had on Game Boy. So the book fair had this book that was like a small like pocket dictionary size book that you could like flip through, and it had like all of the popular games and a list of the cheat codes for them. It was just a cheat code book, and I couldn't afford the book. I couldn't buy the book, but I did. We went like we went like every day for a week or something, or once at Monday and once at Friday or something. We went a couple times is the point. So I knew the book was there, and on the second time I went, I brought a piece of paper and I wrote down the cheat codes that I wanted. I remember doing that. Good times.
Gut, erklären Sie laut, warum wir zu spät kommen.
Captain Underpants was always a bestseller. I think that franchise is still going, isn't it? They had the cool book, like comic book style, where you could like hold the page by the corner and flip it back and forth really fast, and it made it look like an animation. I'm pretty sure my nephew was into Captain Underpants, and he's like 20-something years younger than me. I think it's still going. Unironically, Riot, I literally sold cheat codes at my school. Once I got internet, I started selling cheat codes. That's hilarious that you called that I undercut the book fair. I literally did. CheatCodeCentral.com had cheat codes, and not everyone in my class had the internet.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug.
Okay, we're almost done waiting. The next line of dialogue is when he says, please. If you guys are wondering what I've been waiting on, I have to wait till Johnson says please to spawn the skull. Once he says that line of dialogue, a skull will spawn at the next section. There's nothing you can do to speed it up, it's just time. He's about to say it in like the next 10 seconds. Right around 6 minutes is when he says it.
Soll ich vielleicht bitte
Also,
sagen?
Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen,
So now that
wie
he
Sie
said
den
his
Teil
dialogue,
ausgeschafft haben?
there will be a skull in the next tram. And we're not gonna forget to pick it up this time.
Ja, die Justierung
I've forgotten to pick it up a few times, and it's very frustrating.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große
Definitely
Sache.
picked up the skull. Did not forget.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Aufpassen, wohin Sie die Dinger werfen, Sir! Das treibe ich raus!
Let me in.
Das ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
No, man, I was just about to do it too. Come on. Alright, good enough. I'm surprised that one worked actually.
Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Alles klar!
Hochführen dicht machen. Waffenschränke öffnen.
Kind of a sick player.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
We didn't actually know, Jamie, but I think it's similar, yeah.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
Don't kill me that fast, that's crazy. Brother man, you gotta chill. We got the skull. It's still not too slow. This is fine.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Sir, Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum, die haben eine Bombe.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Ja, der Chief.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Sie die Bombe. Zweite Echelon, Im Lauf. kümmert euch um die Träger. Montana, Ziele aussuchen
Schiffe
und
sind in
Feuer
der
frei.
That's
Todeszone.
bad.
13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
Nein, hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt.
Leave me alone. Wow, the checkpoint's bad. That's not fair. You're supposed to get one right before the drones. I'm just gonna get first try skull on outskirts. It'll make up for it.
Eindringlinge im
Actually, I'm gonna die right here.
Die haben eine Bombe.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Ja, der Chief muss mir aber helfen, an die
Wait,
Zündkapsel.
I live.
Zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon, Montana, Ziele kümmert euch um die aussuchen Träger. und Feuer frei.
Die feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
Hey, kann das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt?
Uh-oh.
Malta,
Träger brechen durch, Sir.
How did I just survive that? That's crazy.
Konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Ich glaube es nicht. Die ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch. Folgt mir.
Don't bonk me. Thank you for not bonking me.
er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen.
Wirklich übel.
Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
It's really not that bad of a Cairo, even with those mistakes. That was sick movement to stay alive there.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Abschutzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
You take that, Cairo. Yeah, I mean, even my bad Kairos are really fast. 613 on Legendary with the Armory and Thunderstorm Skull active. It is a fast Cairo. It's just, I'm used to doing my world record speedruns where I have to not make any mistakes at all. So my standards are a little skewed.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die
Let's
brauchen
go.
tauglichen Geleitschutz.
No, I better still be here. No, we lost it. We lost it, dude. It was first try and then we got sniped. You bastard, I didn't... Oh, okay, I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready. I didn't think he was gonna get me from there. What? How does he get me from there? Hold on, wait a minute. I guess he just barely has the angle? What? He doesn't use... How do you have that angle? It's when I jump up? Yeah, okay. Well, I learned, at least. Alright, I'm gonna reset. Fuck. I would have to double revert to get it. Man, that's brutal. Alright, well, at least we learned. That guy doesn't always spawn either. That's like a 50% jackal. I'm pretty sure he either spawns there or one other spot. So, I got slightly unlucky, but I should have known. I should have known. Sorry, Rev. Dude, this category is the hardest category I've ever ran. The resets are so dumb. Having to wait on armor is annoying. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's most bad for viewership. Like, I can get distracted and like play on my phone or do other stuff, but like, it's just not an entertaining run. Like, I don't know. I want to do this category because it feels like a cool category. I like the definition of it, but the execution of it is just not very fun.
Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie...
I forgot to start the timer. I know super jumps on armory. Yeah, screen thieves with the raid. Thank you. Up Wild Halo.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu
How's the Mr. Chiefin? I'm trying. So for any of the raiders here, I'm doing a category where I collect all the skulls. To do that, you have to play on Legendary. And when you play Halo 2 Classic, the skulls activate when you pick them up. So the game will get progressively harder after each skull that I pick up. It becomes an all skulls on run at the end. And even after the first couple missions, it's much harder than traditional Legendary.
Oder versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Unfortunately, the skull on this level is one of the worst skulls to collect because you have to wait for 5 minutes to do it. So, once Johnson says his dialogue, then I can continue the mission, but I can't get on the elevator until he says please. So he's saying a bunch of dialogue right now. Once he says please, it will spawn a skull in the next section. And it does not exist until then, and there's nothing you can do to speed it up. You just wait. We can move boxes. It's the best thing we can do. Mythic doesn't actually make that much of a difference. Thunderstorm is more impactful because it gives shield flood, or it gives flood shield. That one's more annoying. The first skull is actually the most annoying. The one on Armory makes it so that enemies always know of your location. So like you won't ever catch enemies sleeping. You can't sneak up on them, and that's like really disruptive to the strats for the entire run. Yo, Bacon Bits, thank you for the tier 1. 25 gifted. I really appreciate it. Total on the channel.
Gut, erklären Sie laut, warum wir zu spät kommen.
Black Eye would be the hardest, but that's at the very end, so it doesn't really matter much. But Black Eye ruins checkpoints on this game, so if you ever lose shields, then you'll never get checkpoints for the rest of the run. So that's really bad. Or for the rest of the level at least, not the whole run. But because it's the last one in the run, it doesn't actually matter for this category. But then after that, I think the hardest skulls are Thunderstorm, the Armory Skull that we're about to pick up, and maybe Assassins, because you can't really do any sword flies anymore, not nearly as effectively. I think those are probably the top 3 that are hard. Some of them, like, Catch barely matters at all. Like, some sections they throw more grenades, but yeah, who cares? Grunt Birthday Party barely matters. Like, yeah, it makes an explosion that deals damage, but it rarely comes into play. Famine doesn't really matter. It makes you have less ammo, but I have it routed where the ammo doesn't really matter much. Bandana, Acro, and Envy don't exist in this game. Or Envy does, but Bandana and Acro don't. Bandana and Acrophobia are Master Chief Collection skulls. They don't exist in the real game. No, Grunt Birthday Party does not make confetti in this game. That's a Master Chief Collection skull. In this game, it makes an explosion.
Soll ich vielleicht bitte sagen?
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
You hit Arbiter Skip, congrats.
Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen.
Yeah, Trick sucks though.
Bei meiner
Alright, let's not forget the skull here.
Orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären
Here
Plattformen.
comes the skull.
Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstation.
That's pretty fast.
Okay, los, wir essen was und wechseln die Schuhe.
Hochführen dich mal.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam
That's
aus
pretty
dem
good.
Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie
I'm
die.
gonna wait on the checkpoint.
Dämon hier sein!
I just want to make sure I'm getting checkpoints right here for the skull. I go here and get the checkpoint, and then I can jump up here if I'm not bad. Oop, get up there. Thank you. Now I have the skull. Now I revert again, and I can continue the speed running if I can hit the fly. Alright, there we go. Quick reverts, those are fine. That's why we got the checkpoint in the first place.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Band.
Wow, obliterated. Holy cow. Come on. Alright, that's good now. It was really fast before, so now it's kind of not, but it's still fine.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Oh, why does he not pull his sword? Oh, I'm throwing out here. I can't believe I died that fast. That's crazy. I should not have died that fast. Look, I don't even get shot this time.
Fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind
Alright, well there goes over a minute. I'm not restarting. That's fine. Not restarting. Not restarting. Can't make me.
Ich schulde Ihnen.
Erste Echelon zu mir.
Eindringlinge im
Nehmt euch die
Feuerkontrollzentrum.
Kreuzung vor.
Wir haben
Schaltet sie
eine Bombe.
nacheinander aus. Die zweite Echelon.
Ja, der Chief muss mir aber helfen. Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Staubträger. Status.
Cortana, Ziele
Jetzt
aussuchen
wird's
und
laut.
Feuer frei.
Ich glaube es nicht, die ziehen sich zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Nee, das ist übel. Wirklich übel.
No, I need that. I got the checkpoint.
Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Nee, das ist übel. Wirklich übel.
Give me the dang plasma pistol.
Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Nee, das ist übel. Wirklich übel.
little bit sloppy all over. We're just gonna get first try skull again. It's easy. Everything's fine. Okay. Still not resetting. Actually, is this faster than last run? I think it is.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
Except I can't jump. Another skull activated. So this next skull is random. 1 in 7. I got lucky on my last run and got it first try, and then immediately died and lost the run. So let's hope that doesn't happen this time. I've learned though. We're a better person because of it.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt.
Oh, we got it
Die brauchen
again.
tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Are we the best, or are we cheating? We didn't get sniped this time. It's gonna give me a checkpoint right here. Never lucky. No, 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 no! It better be there. It's not there again! It didn't give me the checkpoint! No! Why did the grunt get off the turret, and why did... Oh my god. That's 2 runs in a row! It's 2... I'm not double reverting, man! Oh. It's supposed to give me a checkpoint. Frick. Okay, okay, we live, we learn. What's up, Fortune? Have you solved the mystery? Why do we reset speed? Make it make sense. Because we do. Because that's the way nature is. God built the universe that way. Tide comes in, tide goes out. So I was messing at the start of Delta Halo. You might be able to have some results too. On the way, the normal path you take, there's a slanted like ODST drop pod. You can bounce grenades off of a rock and they land under it, and you can like crouch and time the grenades with it. With Sputnik you can easily make it to the mountain, but I was trying to make it without. I couldn't get a good one. But you could probably... I don't know if it would save time because you have to throw too many grenades, it seems. But if you could combine it with a rocket, you might be able to just do like 1 grenade and a rocket and make it to the mountain. If you want another thing to test.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind...
I feel like there has to be a viable clip or time save or something we can do. How do we have such a groundbreaking, revolutionary new tech and almost no, like, actual uses for it?
Die Schilde ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Alright, now we gotta wait 5 minutes here. I'm gonna go get some water, I'll be right back. If you guys are curious why I'm waiting, I have to wait 5 minutes for a specific line of dialogue. That line of dialogue will spawn the skull, and then I can continue the speedrun. I know you guys have all heard the speech a dozen times, but eventually I'm going to complete this run, and it's going to go on YouTube, and I want to at least partially explain what I'm doing, so that those guys aren't wondering why I'm just standing around. So I'm gonna get some water, I'll be right back.
Ich will die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief. Gut, erklären Sie laut, warum wir zu spät kommen.
So, I know it's copium after only back-to-back 1 and 7s that I just won, and the odds of winning a 1 and 7 twice are not that rare, but for some reason I feel like the path that I take is slightly more consistent than 1 and 7. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's me huffing my own fumes after just getting it twice in a row and thinking that, but I want to do some tabulations of total resets, because I have a feeling I'm beating the odds like every single run. I feel like it's not very often that I've gone over 7, and you should expect to go over 7 about 40% of the time. And I don't think that's happening. But I also don't have a big enough sample size to be sure. But I know for a fact that the code says it's supposed to be 1 and 7. You can find the scripts for the levels. We don't have the full code for the game, but we do have the scripts for like the way some of the timers and the world like enemies interact and stuff. And in those scripts we can see the way the skull works. And it says very clearly like 1 and 7. But that's within the random function of the game, and you're not guaranteed that the game is an even distribution of randomness. There are ways to influence it. I don't know for sure that I am, but it does feel like I'm getting lucky. It's really cool for some really old games like Pac-Man and stuff. They've like completely mapped the RNG in such a way that like they can find where they're at in the RNG table and like no, they can basically simulate the game perfectly because they know the way the randomness works. Like the older, simpler like 2D games and even I think some of the 3D games have been like so well like mapped out that it's not random. They just know the math. We don't have it quite that good in Halo. We know how the random function works. We do know it's very simple. It's just like an address that's a random number, and world events increment it. So like, anytime a random function call happens, like if you melee, there's a random animation. If you shoot, there's a little bit of randomness in the bullet path. So anytime you do something random, the random generator will increment a number, and then that generates a new number, which generates a new number, and that number will hypothetically skip around and look really random. So like it's a fancy math way of doing random numbers. It works really well. It should be mathematically random. Like the way it works should be fine.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Viel Spaß damit! Hey, Sani! Ich brauche einen Sani! Ich sehe noch...
That was fast.
Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Hey, Freitag, Muchachos! Okay, los, wir essen was und wechseln die Schuhe.
Hochtüren dicht machen. Waffenschränke öffnen.
Not bad.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
Get down from there. I didn't get the checkpoint. That's so bad. Dude, you didn't stick me, did you? Why didn't I get the checkpoint there?
Vorsicht auffahren.
Please get up there. Stop throwing shit at me. Alright, well, I have to play a little safe here, but it's fine. We're still living. It's still fast.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Mann, wir sind am Ball.
I got the skull, didn't I? Definitely got it. Pretty sure. Did I not? I feel like I'm tripping now. I'll find out in the next room, actually. I'll know for sure, because it does have a visible effect. I got it. Okay, good. Chat's gaslighting me. Classic. Yeah, I can tell I got it.
Wir haben gewonnen. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Don't walk me. Thank you. This is fast.
Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Alright, we're gonna get a first try skull again on this run, surely, right? I don't deserve it. But we can believe it. Boom. Alright.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines!
Here we go now.
Schneller räumen! Los, los, los!
Ich feind sehen!
We're gonna get it 3 times in a row right here. If I get it 3 times in a row, it's gotta be a slight statistical anomaly, right? What's that? 1 in 343? I didn't get the checkpoint, did I? That's gonna suck.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt.
Oh my god.
Die brauchen
We're cheating, right?
Geleitschutz.
I think I want it up here, right? I don't actually know for sure. I think it shouldn't matter. I'll put it up here. Play this safe. Try to get to the checkpoint.
Waren das jetzt schon?
Okay, game, give me a checkpoint.
Der Blecheimer soll uns retten.
Alright. Okay. So yeah, I feel like I'm not tripping. There's gotta be some RNG manip going on, right? With the path I'm doing? Because that's 3 in a row we've just got the skull. That's supposed to be 1 in 7. Am I mean, crazier odds have happened, but that just feels like too likely.
Die meisten Allianztruppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
No, I redirected.
Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
No, I didn't jump early enough, did I? Crap. Okay, jump earlier. Come on.
Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Okay, that should be good. Okay, the skull's there. On our way. So all of that stuff I was doing with juggling the skull, I was lining it up so that it shows up on this half of the map. It didn't have to be that precise, I was just being extra careful, but this is actually the blind skull, but I activated the trigger sequence for the I would have been your daddy skull. But the trigger sequence only checks whether or not you're holding any skull, not that particular skull. So I brought the blind skull there. But now, as you see, it's in the same spot, but there's nothing loaded around. So if I carry the skull into that room with there's nothing loaded around, it tries to teleport me to start the skull effect, but it can't because there's no room, and then it'll glitch out and it'll help me skip an entire wave fight. Normally you're supposed to fight 28 Ultra Elites right here. The screen's gonna flash a few times, so look away if that bothers you. But, so now the fight's trying to teleport me into the fight, it can't, there's no room. It also can't teleport the elites into the fight. So after it kills all 28 elites, it will think that I've accomplished the goal and it'll activate the skull. Should happen right about now. Alright, screen's done flashing. You can look back if that was bothering you.
Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
That's pretty cool, Fortune. Yeah, that seemed like something that could be made consistent. That was my intuition. Was like if you like get up flat against a wall, it should be the same every time, right?
Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Ratten. Trotzdem besser als Schwimmen. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit
Yeah, I think the main problem with macros in Master Chief Collection is getting them to sync up to like the frame rate of the game. So because the frame rate isn't perfectly consistent on MCC, they're not like locked together, and then so like 30 milliseconds on the macro is not exactly 30 milliseconds in MCC. I think that's the main reason they desync.
Okay, Zeit für mich abzuhauen. Was? Noch mehr von denen?
Die Allianz will sich neu formieren. Verhindern Sie das.
Yeah, being multiples of the tick rate probably helps for consistency. Or factors. Yeah, Fortune, thank you for the prime. I was saying if you were multiples or factors of the frame rate that you're playing on, it would probably help with consistency. Okay, we're on a pretty good run here.
Was? Das hat niemand gesehen? Schön, dann erledige ich es nochmal.
Crazy that we're red. The PB I had a really good start, but the ending was really bad. So, there's still tons of time to save on this run. I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious throughout this run. I wanna make sure I don't lose major time to any section. I don't mind reverting and playing a little safe, but I don't want to lose like 5 minutes anywhere. I just want to chug along, slow and steady. I feel like I've been gifted with 2 extra lives on this grind today. I've been blessed. I need to capitalize and finish this run. The fact that I got the skull 3 times in a row is kind of crazy. Do I drink coffee? Not recently. I've gone through periods in the past where I have. My coffee maker's broken though, so I don't anymore. I could try to fix it, but I was never like hooked on coffee to begin with, so it was like, okay, I guess I'm just not gonna drink coffee anymore. Out of my way. Who taught you to drive? Don't blame me. I wasn't flying around the corner at 100 miles an hour. That was you. I want your insurance and your superior officer. I had a feeling I had plasma selected. I was about to throw that grenade straight down, and that would have stuck my foot, and I would have felt dumb. Glad I checked. Alright. Skull collected. That was catch. It makes grenades drop from enemies more often, and they throw them more often. No? What is this jackal doing? Okay, not too bad.
Sir, Corporal Perez, Kompanie A, Kommandostand ist da drüben. Der Lieutenant wurde beim Absprung getroffen.
Wer hat jetzt das Kommando, Corporal?
Sergeant Banksman. Er ist oben. Kommen Sie, ich zeig's Ihnen. Als ich Verstärkung anforderte, dachte ich nicht an einen Spartan. Wir stecken in Schwierigkeiten. Blick, das ist pures Entsetzen. Marine, habe ich Ihnen das Jammern erlaubt? Das hält wohl kaum an. Köpfe runter. Das Ding fängt wirklich an, mich anzukotzen. Marines, wir holen uns einen Scarab.
Dieser Elite war ein Ultra und diese Piloten sind auch nicht rentabel.
Alright. Pretty good still. Go.
Wir sind der Arm der Prophetengebieter und Sie sind das Schwert. Seid still und flink, dann schlagen wir diese Ketzerei ohne weiteres nieder. Der Sturm hat unseren Anflug getarnt. Ihr lokales Gefechtsnetz müsste auch durcheinander sein. Das Überraschungsmoment ist auf unserer Seite. Vorerst.
No.
Über uns!
Okay, Arbiter. You're gonna be nice to me. Got this elite, right?
Gebieter, sichern Sie den Hangar und öffnen Sie die Tür, dann kann ich die zweite Lanze absetzen.
Really want to hit this guy. Should get this checkpoint. Nice. Wait for oh. Pretty good.
Hey, gehen Sie nachgucken.
Skull on this level is Grunt Birthday Party. Best skull in the game. This was always my favorite as a kid. No, I threw. Dang. It's not that bad.
Es ist ziemlich gut versteckt.
They broke my camo and spotted me, and once they spot me, it's basically game over. It's fine though. We only lost like a minute. It's not bad. This is still a decent arbiter.
Ich hab mehr von dir erwartet. Wie dumm. Verstecken hilft dir nicht. prächtiger Hund.
I always liked the grunts dancing around the skull. I thought it was very fun. This was one of my favorite skulls to get.
Kümmert euch ihn, Brüder. Ich verteidige das Orakel. Seine Wahrheit soll nie verstummen.
Die Ketzer mobilisieren ihre Luftstreitkräfte, Gebieter. Schnappt euch ihren Anführer, aber passt auf. Ich schicke einen Phantom zur Unterstützung.
I don't know if it's gonna be faster to revert. I think it is. I'm not sure if that was faster. Maybe it wasn't. Doesn't matter. It's close either way.
Räumt die Landezone und geht da rein.
Wir dürfen nicht aufgeben.
The only skull you could find was blind. Yeah, that one's... They made that one easy, I feel like, on purpose, but it's cool, and it also shows up on all difficulties, so that might be why as well. But I think that one's cool. That one really encourages like the first steps to exploration. It's like, oh, you got on top of the roof, now keep going kind of stuff. Big fan. Well, it doesn't activate on lower difficulties, Fortune. It spawns, but it doesn't activate.
Also, mich zu erledigen. Ich bin geschmeichelt.
Er verwendet eine Holodrohne. Er muss ganz nah sein. Komm raus, damit wir dich töten.
Yeah, the Rex Sword's in this game.
Stellt euch auf.
Anführer, bleib. Die Flat greift uns an.
Don't know why I have the beam rifle. It's crazy that we're red, because this run's still really good. We're gonna save a bunch of time on hopefully this mission and the next missions. I didn't realize the start of that one run I had was so good. But we should save time on this level. keeps showing me like a glimpse through the wall here. It's kind of weird. It's cool. I'm like staring at the perfect angle that it's like glitching out, I guess. See, there it goes again. Every time the elevator does like one of its animations, it's doing it. No. This last guy go. $606, that's not bad. Let's go. $606. Yo, what up, Defend?
Anführer, der Sturm erreicht uns. Wir können die Stellung nicht halten.
Bringt die Phantoms zur Mine. Wir gehen erst, wenn der Anführer der Ketzer tot ist.
Did you win? Are you the next Wayne Gretzky?
Wir sind zu wenige für so eine Riesenverseuchung. Sucht den Anführer dieser Ketzer. Tötet ihn jetzt.
Es ist weg.
I definitely picked up the Famine Skull, right? I remember going near it, but I'm not 100% sure I remember picking it up. But I'm sure I picked it up. There's no way I didn't, right? I get a little forgetful. I'm like, oh no, did I miss that one? You can't really go back. Pretty sure we're still on 100% here. We haven't missed any.
Eure Herren ihre Hand führen.
Halten Sie das Schwert bereit. Dem wird das Kabel kommen. Alle meine Phantoms sind in der Luft, Gebieter. Los, trennen Sie das Kabel durch. Das ist einer. Bei den Propheten. Die Station schlingert ja vielleicht.
I'm gonna finish the game. I think, I mean, it depends on what you want to, like, define the category as, but I think the fact that the final skull is right next to the end of the game, the category is gonna be when you beat the game. That makes the most sense.
Ein letztes Kabel, Gebieter.
It'd be silly not to. So yeah, technically the category is collect all skulls and then beat the game, but that's too many words.
Das hat gereicht. Die Station ist im freien Fall. Der Anführer der Ketze ist unterwegs. Lasst ihn nicht entkommen. Wir bleiben hier so lange.
Why would Skulls Percent possibly be a more descriptive name than what I have?
Welch ein Wahnsinn! In einem Banshee kommt ihr diesen Strudel nie. Moment, der Hangar. Dort war ein Seraph-Kampfjäger. Gebietet.
Face. Did you go back and check, right, to make sure? Appreciate it.
Leben Sie noch, Gebieter? Wir halten das Tempo so gut es geht.
Checkpoint, it's fine. You don't have to kill. Dude, how do I miss my fly there? That was good cancel too. Frick. Come on. You're a big meanie. It's still a fine oracle. It was really good until then. It's just fine now. It's fine. We're still save time. The checkpoint was close. There's a big hole above the map. Defend can tell you where it's at. But there's just a literal square hole in the middle of the map. If you know the part where we drive, it's between Envy and the courtyard with the turret. It's right above that. So you know the part where I hit the ramp and I turn around or some people do on easy, or when I was complaining about the 40 ghosts that kill me on legendary runs? That part. Directly, oh my god, I can't believe I just died there. Directly above that part.
Investierte Zeit und Mühe unserer Blutträger, nur diese Geschöpfe auf Eis zu legen.
I wasn't getting any launches. I'm just talking about like a spot where you can get easy like stuck launches, but oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. So yeah, I put one ghost there and then I put another ghost next to it, and I thought I was gaining speed, but maybe I wasn't. I don't know.
Kommen Sie, Gebieter. Ich zeige Ihnen, wohin Sie gegangen sind.
Diese Mine ist noch mehrere Jahrhunderte älter als Installation einfach.
Sir, wir müssen diese Geschütze neutralisieren.
Oh, I just got a text from a guy panicking. I feel bad for him. He just asked me to please send him the notes for the final tomorrow at 9 a.m. Oh, I texted him back telling him wrong number, but that's rough.
Artillerie ausgeschaltet, Sergeant. Landezone ist sicher. Vorerst.
Verstanden. Wir gehen runter. Stellung halten.
Leichter gesagt als getan. Phantoms im Anmarsch, Chief.
Where did I just drop down at? How did I just get lost? What am I doing? Checkpoint, please. Okay, don't forget the skull. Don't forget the skull. This one's gonna be hard to forget.
Vorsicht, wir kommen zu einem weiteren
I have this one in my muscle memory because I do this one in normal runs. That's the skull that helps the most for normal runs. It gives Master Chief camouflage. It only lasts the same amount as Arbiter's. It's just a couple seconds, but it does help for a few spots. Doesn't really save any time necessarily. It just makes sections more safe.
Gut. Immer noch nichts von der in Amber Klett im Netz der Allianz. Komisch.
No, did I get the checkpoint? Oh, I didn't. Frick. Yeah, with what sword? Rifle jock?
Gut. Immer noch nichts von der in Amber Klett im Netz der Allianz. Komisch. Die Allianz weiß von uns.
No, they weren't. Why did they? They're not supposed to get me. I camoed. Do I have to slide jump to avoid that? It's annoying. I shouldn't. Sometimes you can avoid spawning these guys. I should get a checkpoint right here too. I'm dead.
Komisch. Die Allianz weiß von unserer Landung, aber hält
Okay, I'm
das
not
nicht
dead.
besonders gefährlich.
I get this checkpoint.
Die werden sich wundern.
Thank you.
Aufpassen, Illegalisten.
No, I need a weapon! Okay. Whew. That was scary. I almost didn't carry my sword. Alright, we lost a minute, but it's fine. That's the worst mistake of the run so far, and it's not catastrophic. Well, this spawn is really bad. No, he came back for me? I thought he was gonna push forward. Leave me alone. Oh, now you push forward because that's just what you do. You just cheat. I hate this game. Can't believe I'm losing 2 minutes at the start of this level. We're getting it this time. No more dilly-dally. Can you just give me the good spawn? There's just no way I can live with these shit spawns, man. It's not fair. I hate this game. I hate this game. I'm about to jump. First try. Easy every time. Thunderstorm makes them always ultras clutch. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Fortune now, sorry. The very start of the level. Yeah, there's a drop pod that's angled pretty well on the normal route. If you jump over a rock, it's to the right and kind of behind you.
Sorry, wollten Sie jemanden umbringen?
Is that not hitting? No! Okay, it's still fine. Why are you guys in here? Uh-oh. Don't shoot it. Alright, we'll go get the skull. So I can't sword fly to those guys from far away because the elevator has to do its, like, docking sequence before the skull effects will activate. And now I can do the sword fly.
Der die Türme mit den Anlagen verbindet. Wir gehen da wohl runter. Außer ihr wollt schwimmen.
Alright, despite the bad start, I think we can still get a good run here. If the rest of the level goes well, the run's still kicking.
Ich habe eine sichere Übertragung vom Träger des Propheten an irgendwas namens High Charity abgefangen. Es scheint eine formelle Entschuldigung zu sein, an die Propheten der Wahrheit und der Gnade. Der Prophet der Wahrheit hatte wohl offensichtlich etwas vorschnell gehandelt, als er die Erde angriff. Er bittet die anderen Propheten, ihm sein verfrühtes Eintreffen zu verzeihen. Er behauptet, dass ihn niemand vor menschlicher Präsenz dort gewarnt hätte. Das erklärt, warum seine Flotte nur aus ein paar Schiffen bestand.
I texted the dude, good luck, brother.
Informationen über die Heimatwelt seines Feindes hat.
The guy who's sweating about missing his notes. So I'm assuming the situation, but he texted me and he said, "Can you please send me the notes from Friday until Monday?" And I said, "Sorry, wrong number." And he responded, "Shit, I have a final tomorrow at 9 a.m. That's rough. But I was originally gonna ignore it because I thought it was gonna be like one of those like spam messages that's like, "I'm Gloria, can we be friends?" I don't know if you guys have seen any of those kind of shits, but I think he's actually genuine. There's like a type of spam message that like pretends to know you and says like, "Hey, I'm Karen, are we still on for our yoga date tonight?" And then like you're supposed to respond and say like, "Sorry, wrong number." And then they send you a picture of themselves and they're like, "Hey, but do you want to be friends anyway?" And like, I don't know what the whole scam is. Eventually you're supposed to send them money, I assume. I don't know what the whole scam is, but like, I can't imagine how that one actually works on anybody though. Come on. Don't make that in here. It's actually bad that this guy stayed on the elevator. I hope he's not gonna fall off at the corner, is he? If he gets stuck on this corner, that's a good thing for me. Nope. Oh, he slid off. Good.
Der Träger des Propheten des Bedauerns hat gerade eine Antwort aus High Charity erhalten. Eine gut verschlüsselte Nachricht des Propheten der Wahrheit. Hören Sie sich das an. Deine Hast hat die Erfüllung unserer Allianz gefährdet und unseren großen Plänen geschadet. Dass dir eine öffentliche Zurschaustellung deines Versagens erspart bleibt, hast du nur dem Propheten der Gnade und seinem weisen Rat zu verdanken. Wahrheit, Gnade, Bedauern, 3 Prophetenhierarchen. Bedauern zu töten sollte der Führungsriege der Allianz einen Hieb versetzen, aber es hört sich an, als täten sie Wahrheit damit eher einen Gefallen.
This run's not dead. There's a lot of time to save on the later splits. My goal isn't to get a perfect run. I just want a run that's solid enough for YouTube. And yeah, it's a little bit frustrating to lose so much time there, but it doesn't completely kill the run. This might, though. It won't kill it, but probably dead here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Don't sword me. Okay, that's better. Gotta kill the banshees, take out the dual rod guys, and we'll be good to go.
Wie läuft's bei euch beiden?
Bis jetzt ganz gut. Wir kommen jetzt zum Haupttempel.
Roger, ich bin so dicht an der Bibliothek wie es geht. Da ist eine Art Barriere. Wir versuchen herumzukommen. Ich halte euch auf dem Laufenden.
Oh, melted. I got stuck in the corner. No. Really bad. Oh, that's actually good though. The rocket came back. That's crazy. Please. Grunts, show yourself. Buddy. Nailed it. What's up, Flicker? Run's okay. I lost a lot of time at the start of this level, but if the ending goes okay, it's still fine. Did I just jump off the map? Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I didn't go too early. That would have been so dumb. Why are you here? I think I wasn't supposed to be there.
Die Allianz hat mehrere Phantom-Geschwader gestartet. So viele kann ich nicht orten. Wir haben keine
Look, he's not here this time.
Da ist das Ziel. Holt ihn euch. Hier sind überall Ehrengardisten. Gut aufpassen.
Du wagst es, meine Predigt zu stören?
No, I got splazered.
Du wagst es, meine Predigt zu stören?
That's crazy. Chill. How did they hit me, man? They're not supposed to be able to hit me when I'm on the thing, and they broke my shields even though I was on the thing. That's not fair. Come on. We were gonna save time, too.
Deine reine Existenz beleidigt mich, Dämon.
Alright, that's 5, right? Okay, despite the bad start, we prevailed. We made it out.
Schlechte Nachrichten. Die Phantoms drehen Die Flotte wird auf unsere Stellung feuern. Wir müssen
We're still ahead. Told you the other run wasn't very good. We still managed to save time.
Ihr nähert euch einem Schildgenerator. Viele meiner armen Brutes fielen bei dem Versuch, ihn auszuschalten. Mal sehen, ob ihr besser seid. Sie haben die Energiequelle des Schiffs erreicht, Gebieter. Überlassen Sie Ihren Frieden. Keine Zwecke, den Forscher vom Gebiet anzugreifen.
What's the goal here? Collect all the skulls and then beat the game. Each skull makes the game a little bit harder. They all got different effects. So it's kind of like this game starts out as normal legendary and it progressively gets harder. The goal time, I don't know. Low to like 220 something. I don't know. If this run continues and like makes it like slightly green to the end, I might just throw this one on YouTube and call it good enough. I'm not looking to grind this super hardcore. Nobody's really grinded this before. I don't really care to make it like a super optimized record. Yeah, Dart. You out here cheating? You dropped 1,000 stacks of 1 ammo. Oh god. And that did that lag the servers really hard? Yeah, that's really funny. You can probably get banned for that if you're doing that on multiplayer servers, so you might want to, like, not exploit that. But that's funny.
Weiter zum Ziel! Wir bleiben hier, solange es geht! Schafft es mir vom Hals! Sperrfeuer! Sperrfeuer!
Why am I just back? Oh, that's just not fair. Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Der Weg zur Bibliothek ist frei. Ich nehme euch auf den Vorsprung da vorne auf.
Man, that's just unfortunate.
Verdammte Maschinen. Durchbrechen Sie die Wand selbst wieder.
No! I'm about to jump. Oh, this one might not be making it to YouTube. Am I really not gonna be able to finish this run? I'm supposed to get a checkpoint way up there, first of all. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just got backsmacked from that far away. Man. I'm supposed to get a checkpoint like right here. Where's my checkpoint? Hello? Video game? No? Just... You hate me? What did I do to deserve this?
Verdammte Maschinen. Durchbrechen Sie die Wand selbst wieder.
Well, that's like, what, 2 minutes? I don't want to restart, man. I really don't want to restart. So I'm just gonna be... Okay, finally I get a stupid checkpoint. Man. Brutal. I'm not gonna need it, of course, this time, because I get favorable spawns. Last time I get shotgunned in the mouth. This time I get nothing. Onwards. Dead. Alive? I gotta. It's hard to not be demotivated after these last couple levels, but I really don't want to restart. Alright, another skull obtained.
Negativ, Ma'am. Keine Allianztruppen. Durchgang decken.
You don't have to. I didn't get the checkpoint either, did I? Brutal. It's fine.
Schaut euch den an. Lass es kommen.
Don't get on that, man.
Wie lange wirst du dich denn noch verschlechten, Feigling?
Los, reiß dir doch in meine Rüstung die Zähne aus.
Es ist gut. Kannst du vor mir verstecken?
Please. I don't have ammo.
Siehst wohl nur zäh aus.
Okay, whatever. We're gonna lose time on the split, but I need to lock in.
Die Flotte uns erreicht.
Wir müssen dieses Lager halten, bis Verstärkung eintrifft.
Vorsicht, Gebieter, Sie wollen sich doch nicht wehtun.
You're helping, buddy. You're helping. How bad is it? The time loss? It's stacking out. No, my checkpoint's far back, isn't it? How close is this? Dude, why did I get double punched there? Okay, it's actually not that far. This is where that cluster was just happening, right? It's fine. It's not that far. It's not that far. Pretty sure that's the same checkpoint we were just on. Or the same wave. I hope it was. Was it not? I think it was. Is it here? Okay, it's here. We're done. Phew. We're losing time, but I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to restart the run. Boom. Alright, new skull to grab.
Vorwärtskrieger, fürchtet weder Schmerz noch Tod. Los, Gebieter, wenn die Verstärkung da ist, komme ich nach.
No, I got too greedy.
Vorwärtskrieger, fürchtet weder Schmerz noch Tod. Los, Gebieter, wenn die Verstärkung da ist, komme ich nach.
Many dead players arrived. That's funny.
Vorwärts zum heiligen Symbol.
Vorwärtskrieger, fürchtet weder Schmerz noch Tod. Los, Gebieter, wenn die Verstärkung da ist, komme ich nach.
Enforcer.
Weiter geht's, bin unterwegs.
Missed the trigger. Can I miss this one? No, never mind. No. Get me out of here. Oh, that's not fair. These ghosts are brutal. Not too bad. Keep on keeping on. Don't give up. Let's finish the run.
Da oben, der Schmarotzer will angreifen.
Let's stay locked in for the rest of the run here. I really want to finish this run. What's up, Burn? Oh no, I fell in the hole! There's no way! It's only like 1:10 or something, but are you kidding me? I fell in the hole! I bounced off of the corner, like perfectly on the corner. Oops. It's not that bad. Man, I don't think this run's gonna PB anymore. Another day I'm gonna have to keep grinding this, I guess. I don't know. I really want to be done with this category, but I'm not happy with the time I have yet. So I don't want to upload it yet. I want to get a better time. I think it's kind of, I don't know. If I beat these splits, I might still upload it. We'll see how it goes, but it might be too far gone now. Not sure. We'll see how Grave Mine goes. I'm not falling in the hole again. How bad is it? 2 minutes red. I'll try. We'll do our best.
Je schneller man diese Boots umlegt, desto besser. Sie haben keine Schildgeneratoren, aber man sollte sie erledigen.
Der Dämon hat die Ratskammer infiltriert. Schützt die Hierarchen. Ausgänge verschließen.
That's pretty good.
Vorsicht bei dem Captain, der hat ein Blutgewehr.
Hit him with the cobra.
Setzen Sie mich auf einer der Säulen da neben der Tür ab.
I want carbine here, don't I? Yeah, I do.
Dieser Prophet, Wahrheit, er hat den Index, er darf ihn nicht behalten.
That was a good start.
Ich kümmere mich um diese Türen. Los, Wahrheit wird einfacher aufzuspüren sein, wenn ich im Netz bleibe. Gleich da lang.
The jackal took so long to come back down. It's funny. No way did that grunt just stick himself and then run at me, dude. It's fine. It's not that much time lost.
Gleich da lang.
Oh, come on.
Gleich da lang.
I don't know. Maybe I should just... I don't have enough ammo to really clear this room. I should be able to... This stretch should work.
Gleich da lang.
Why am I being shot so early? Who is shooting at me? Is that grunt getting off the turret and shooting at me?
Gleich da lang.
We go again. If I die to this,
Die verstärken ihre Patrouillen. Wachsam bleiben.
no. Stop. Where did you send my brute shot? My brute shot was right here, and then he sent it somewhere. I was gonna pick it up. He like punched it out of the way or something. Or I got naded. Frick. I had the wrong weapon. Didn't need to stick me. Do I even need the beam rifle? What weapons do I want? I think I remember I wanted a carbine.
Einen Augenblick. Ich empfange Marine.
I don't want the beam rifle.
Die Signale stammen von irgendwo unterhalb ihrer Position.
One. Two. Three.
Im Nachbarraum gibt es noch einen Lift. Hierher, Chief, springen Sie rein.
In diesem Zellenblock gibt es 2 Marine-Gruppen. Ich übernehme ihre Position. Sie eliminieren die Wachen. Aber leise.
Couldn't get close enough.
Hierher, Chief, springen Sie rein. Chief, springen Sie rein.
No.
Hierher, Chief, springen Sie rein.
Oh, come on.
Fürchtet euch nicht, meine Brüder, das heilige Symbol ist sicher. Tartarus und seine Brutes haben der Flacht das Symbol abgenommen. Dafür danken wir ihnen.
Der Prophet sendet von unterwegs. Das macht es uns leichter, ihn zu finden.
I think the skull here, or the checkpoint here. Oh. It might be checkpoint glitch, that's bad. No, I got sniped! Oh my god. Well, I guess it's probably for the better that I die earlier, but I wish I got the skull. Man, there's no way he's still looking at me. I get checkpoint glitched. It's so annoying. I'm gonna double revert if I'm not careful here. Will you guys chill out? Dude, I can't kill everybody without spawning everybody. I'm getting owned. Dude, my teammates are throwing and I get double reverted because my teammates killed me. Are you kidding me? You guys are worthless. They get me checkpoint glitched. They get me double reverted. Just die. Just go away. Freaking, oh man. That's just brutal. It's so much time loss.
Hierher, Chief, springen Sie rein.
Love getting shot by my freaking teammate.
Hierher, Chief, springen Sie rein.
I don't know, I might not be finishing this run.
Hierher, Chief, springen Sie rein.
It's just, I don't want to finish it. It's just impossible to get an acceptable run of this category. I can't do it. I'll be back again tomorrow, I guess. I mean, this is just not good enough. It's not. I hate this category. I just can't get a good run. I just want one acceptable run. I can't do it. I'm not even looking for like a perfect run. I just can't get anything. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow.